But a lot of you, you're constantly going through that pain of rejection, that pain of not being good enough, of not getting what you want, to feel like you're unworthy or unlovable, or all these kind of things, right? You feel like you're an outsider.
I want you to imagine, let's say that you found a $100 bill on the ground and you saw someone that dropped it, and you're going up to them and you're like, hey, you dropped this $100 bill, and you're trying to give them that $100 bill. All right. Now, if they said, oh, no, that's not mine, or no, you keep it, I don't want that $100 bill, would you feel rejected? No, you wouldn't. Why? Because you have something of huge value that you're giving to them. And so you're not going to feel rejected. You're not going to feel insulted that they didn't want to take the $100 bill. You're going to be like, that's weird. You're going to be like, that's crazy, right? You're going to think they're insane, but you're not going to feel hurt. You're not going to be like, oh my gosh, my feelings are hurt because they wouldn't take the $100 bill and I try and give them. And instead, you should be like, fine, I'll just take the $100 bill, or give it to someone else who wants a $100 bill.
Now, if you go up to someone and you say, hey, can I have $100? And they tell you no, now you might feel rejected. Why? Because you're extracting value. You want something.
The word rejection is tied up with worthiness. When you say she rejected me, he rejected me, that company rejected me, what that implies is that they looked at you in your totality as a human being and they said, not worthy.
That's where rejection comes from. It comes from being needy. You want her to like you want her to be attracted to you, and she doesn't give you that. You feel rejected, you feel hurt, you feel like there's something wrong with you. It makes you feel bad about yourself. But if you thought of yourself as giving $100 bills, like just being with someone, just talking to them, is like giving them a $100 bill, you wouldn't feel rejected.
When I talk to people who had no issue with rejection and people who did, the biggest difference across the board was that the people who had no issue didn't use the word rejection. It just like wasn't in the vocabulary. They struggled to think of rejections, even though their past, according to most people, was littered with rejections.
If you say, my standard for being with me is that I only want to be with a girl that totally wants me, that's totally wild about me, that really wants to be with me. If that's your standard, then guess what happens? You've just flipped the rejection on its head. Because if some girl gives you a negative reaction when you go to talk to her, you reject her. You had a standard here that like she has to be such a quality girl that she recognizes the quality in you and that she wants you very badly. And if she's not passing that test, you don't even want her. So she's done. So you're rejecting her.
It's not rejection. She's an idiot. Because you're $100, you're $1 million bill. You know what I'm saying?